The reason you became a VTuber, the reason I became a VTuber is because I want to make people smile. If I can make you happy, my life has served its purpose as far as I'm concerned. Hello and welcome to Sonnie's site, because every story has its own site and every part of the internet has a site to itself, and this is my site of the internet, hence this is Sonnie's site. And today on Sonnie's site, what we are doing is visiting a decade-old trend. The year was 2014, and back then, we didn't have it quite the same way. There were still circles, there were still people who were confined to their little slices of life, but there were also the top YouTubers that, without fail, almost every time everyone had heard of. It was the era of vlogging, the era where everyone was always on camera, always showing their faces in front of their little beeping camcorders. With all that being said, there is something that has been lost to time, I think. Nowadays, VTubers are always getting to take part in their own little trends, and TikTok has been a trend generator. Trends run the internet, and trends have always run the internet. One of those trends that little itty baby Sonnie got to see was the TMI Tag. And today, adult Sonnie, and by adult Sonnie, I mean grown-up child Sonnie, because let's be honest, I do not qualify as an adult mentally. But I had the thought, what if we brought this back? Because the TMI Tag is one of the few vlogging trends from all the way back in 2014 that, honestly, you could still do today. So without any further ado, let's redux this old tag and make it more appropriate for VTubers. Let's go! What is your avatar theme/name? My avatar's theme. Hello, my blue blazes. I call you all my blue blazes because I see all of you as sparks that can burn brighter and brighter every day. It makes me happy when other people are happy, so I want to dedicate a lot of my time to making sure that I can make people happy, even if it is just by being a dumbass. And now for the kayfabe. I'm also Sonnie, and I am a fairly normal Scottish girl. Don't really have much going on. I've got this weird issue with my computer. Things seem to glitch all the time, and I've had a few people now talk about this white-haired girl, and I got no idea what that's about. I have these weird moments sometimes where I feel like I can hear someone else talking. And you know, I think it's just people talking outside, but sometimes you hear the weirdest things. I once heard the phrase, "You're going to be in here soon," and that was... I mean, it was probably just outside, right? It was ominous as hell for at the time. Question 2. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have been in love. Have you seen how I react to the Sonic the Hedgehog series? Question 3. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? Yeah, I've had a lot of terrible breakups because, good God, I have so much streaming issues. The stream breaks up so many times. Question 4. How tall are you? I am 1080 pixels tall at this current moment in time. How much do you weigh? I'll be honest, I legitimately do not know how much I weigh. I do know one thing, and that's that when I clamber on a scale, it'll usually shatter because the weight of my sins is too great for anything else to handle. Do you have any tattoos? If we counted temporary tattoos, I would have had so many tattoos. I once had a temporary tattoo of the Dishonored Outsider's Mark that lasted for a good month. What is your favorite toggle? Within my normal 3D model that I have always been using, my favorite toggle is the clapping toggle, the sarcastic clapping toggle. My second favorite toggle is the bubble butt toggle. Question 8. One true pairing, OTP. From a fictional standpoint, I would say my favorite ship is Amy and Rory from Doctor Who. That's right, I am going with a ship that is actually canonically done in the show. Now that being said, OTPs within the VTubing context, we are not going to be talking about one true pairings, obviously, because you shouldn't be shipping people. And that is why my pairing is with favorite VTuber show. My favorite VTuber series specifically, at the moment I would have to go with Historical Squid's Voices of the Void series. For a YouTube series, I would say it's the NerdTube Challenges series. What is your favorite music groups? A more recent one that I've been adoring has been All Good Things, who are a really, really intense battle rock band. But my all-time favorite band that has remained since I was a child to this day, without fail, has to be Shinedown. And I always say, if you're ever going to listen to just one song by Shinedown, make it How Did You Love or make it Special. Something that I miss. I miss the times when it used to be that for YouTube, there were certain circles that would build around very specific topics, and you still get things that are built around niches nowadays, right? But I feel like Tom Scott is an example of a channel that is so popular because they started at the right time to make the most of their momentum. 12. What is your favorite song? And that would be Live Life by Crush 40. How long have you been a VTuber, or how long have you been streaming? How long have I been a VTuber on YouTube? It's been about half a year at this point. In fact, no, more than half a year. As a VTuber, I have been streaming since last year from about January, so about a year and a half at this point. So what is your favorite type of stream to produce? For me, at the moment, I do 3 things now. I do complete series on Tuesdays, where I will play games all the way to completion. At Thursdays, I will generally try to play variety games and be able to play more games so that I can explore, have fun, and try out new stuff. Finally, Sonnie sides. What is your preferred model type? Live 2D, PNG tuber, or 3D model? At this moment in time, 3D model. What qualities do you look for in a collaboration partner? I think for me, a collab partner who talks a lot would be a blessing because it would help me make a more natural sense of covering the silence. That being said, my secondary thing that I look for in a collab partner would be generally being able to get excited about things. What is your favorite quote? This one is short, sweet, and simple. There is no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes. The Fourth Doctor. Favorite concept you've seen another VTuber do? That has to go to Sam Gamer 101. I've recently learned several Sonic-styled VTubers. However, Sam was the very first one I saw, and Sam really stands out to me quite a lot. Very fun streamer, absolutely go watch her if you don't already. My second favorite concept, historical squid. A squid from the depths of the ocean who is here to bless you all with video games and history facts. Favorite color? Brown. As you can probably guess, it's a mix of pink and blue, however I actually go more towards blue. The main reason that the room is so pink is to kind of help contrast the amount of blue that I use in my models, which may be changing soon, and that's all I've got to say about something for now. Loud music or soft? I feel like loud music versus soft is like a really big generalization. I feel like a much better way to phrase that would be high octane music versus softer music. Because I go for high octane music, which isn't necessarily always really loud, but it's just really energetic. Where do you go when you're sad? This strip club. How long does it take you to shower? I used to take 2 hours in the shower. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I got in a fight with someone in a wheelchair. That's a true story. I know you're not getting the context to it. Question 24. Turn-offs? Question 25. Turn-ons? You ever make a joke that you're like, oh, that is the silliest thing, but also really funny to me? 26. The reason you became a VTuber. The reason I became a VTuber is because I want to make people smile. Because genuinely, for me, there's no greater part of life than getting to genuinely make other people happy. If I can make you happy, my life has served its purpose as far as I'm concerned. Question 27. Fear/phobias. So starting with the fear, I only know the phobia name, but for me it's not a phobia, it's called trypophobia. It's that thing where like you're really creeped out when you like see a bunch of little holes all put together, or generally if you see like a lot of like repeating patterns or that, something about all of that triggers this deep primal no thing in me. That's my fear. My phobia is of birds. I've got ornithophobia, which means that I am fucking terrified of just about every bird. I live in a place where there was a seagull infestation so bad you once were unable to walk down any street without bumping into 20 seagulls. And that is not even me being hyperbolic. And then on top of that, I've been jump scared by peacocks and that before, and I once got attacked by a chicken. All this having mixed together has given me a genuine, crippling, massive fear of birds. Last thing you streamed. The last thing I streamed was my gaming news podcast. Last time you collabed with someone. The last time I collabed with someone was 2 weeks after Valentine's when I collabed with my best friend Mira Nora. I collabed with her doing a Sonic Smasher Pass. That is the last time I did a proper collab. The next time I am going to be doing a collab, hopefully, will be when I hit 100 followers. I will be bringing in some of my friends for a Left 4 Dead stream, on top of hopefully having some community members join in as well. The meaning behind your stream name. I once said that I would never reveal this on one of my streams. Question 31. Last VTuber you watched? I got 2 answers to this question because I genuinely can't remember who I watched last, like in the specific order, because I watched both of these today. But it was either Boom Goes Maximus, who usually has a bunch of friends in during his streams. They've been a friend group for years who've all streamed together, with Max being the center point. The other answer is Zombie Pandemic, who I'm still learning about, for I only just recently started following her. Question 32. Who's your favourite VTuber to watch? At the moment, my current favourite VTuber to watch, I would say, is Historical Squid. She is just a great bundle of fun to hang out with. The last VTuber you subscribed to? Zombie Pandemic again. For I have only just started following her, and I subscribed to her the other day. Who is your comfort VTuber? I would definitely say Sapphire, but it's spelt Sapphire, Syafir. Sapphire is a really fun, family-friendly art streamer who is super, super wholesome. Question 35. The relationship between you and the person you last collabed with. The person I last collabed with was Mira Nora VT. We went from being fairly new acquaintances around the time that we collabed to we are now genuinely best friends. Favorite food? My favorite food is from a little bakery place. They have these steak and gravy pies that are the single most addictive thing I've ever eaten. If you could be on any stream, whose stream would you want to be on? I would just choose Mira again. Me and Mira get along like super, super well. Now that being said, since that's a bit of a cheap answer, to give a second, more genuine answer, so if I could be on one big VTuber stream. Actually, that's a really tough choice, but I think I would choose Rin Penrose. Question 48. What was the first program you used for VTubing? I started out on V Magic Mirror, and that gives you an insight. Question 39. Do you have a VTuber crush? And the answer is yes. The answer to who, I was not obligated to give. Question 40. Who? Fuck. My VTuber crush was Mira Nora VT. Yeah, my best friend was also my VTuber crush, because she's got the perfect model. One of the prettiest models I've ever seen. Like, I've got a crush on the model. Last time you were insulted, 4 or 5 streams ago now, I think I just went, that is just the definition of a menace, and someone just went, okay, so that's you. And they weren't wrong, but like, very rude. Question 42, favorite sweet/candy. There was these little things called Haribo roulettes, but they were just these little lime gummy things that were so good. It was just like liquefied wine in a way. Question 43 is, are you a singing VTuber? No, I am definitely not a singing VTuber, because, you know, believe it or not, I have some mercy on my chat. What would you like to add to your VTuber model that you don't have right now? For me, obviously I'm currently in PNG tuber mode. Let's assume that she was a live 2D model or a 3D model. What would I add? I would probably want to add like a little tail wagging animation. You know, like when I ever get really excited, whenever the smile gets really big, I'd like to make it so the tail just starts going back and forth and the ears start wiggling. What is the most recent thing that has been added to your streams? Well, technically the most recent thing is this PNG tuber. The second most recent thing is the Tangia overlays. Worst stream you've had in your opinion? I would go to last Tuesday where literally everything broke down. It was a 5-minute delay and I gave up after 5 minutes because it was impossible to get anything done. But that was the worst stream in terms of technical difficulties. Worst stream emotionally? I would go with my 5th Arkham City stream because I was in a really bad mental state that day. So everything came out a lot angrier than it should have. What is your favourite chat up line? Are you trash? Because I want to take you out. That's honestly my favourite pickup line just for how bad it is. Question 48. Have you ever used it? Yes, I used it on Mira once. Have you ever hung out with a collab partner off stream? For me, the answer is yes. I've hung out with Mira a lot off the stream. Question 50. Who should answer these questions next? This is the section in which the original trend, you would tag whoever you wanted to answer next. So, the first person I would like to tag is Esteban. The second person that I would like to tag is Angie Marie 220. The third person I would like to tag is Historical Squid. The fourth person I would like to tag is Sam Gamer 101. So I would also like to throw onto my tags Tree Kick Boar, Anna Master Sniper, Lady Foxheart, and finally Hexa Lee. That has been the Getting to Know You VTuber questionnaire, and I hope if anyone wants to take part in this, please do, and remember to tag people at the end. With all that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please stay safe, my blue blazes. I'll see you. Love you. Mwah.